What's good, Periscope? It is Pastor D. I am Senior Pastor of Unity Worship Center, Shreveport, Louisiana. Come into the room. I want to talk about establishing boundaries in relationships. How you guys doing? Hope you're having a blessed day. I got to get to church in a little bit. It's today Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Yeah, time is moving. How are you doing, people? That's a blessing, Miss Gigi. Hello, Forever Joy. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a blessed day. Wonderful day. And I believe that you are. What's today? It's Wednesday. Oh, it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. What did I say? Tuesday. I meant Wednesday. Y'all know. I'm glad y'all stay woke. Whatever. Anyway, it's good to see so many. Listen, I gotta talk about the ladies' night out. We're gonna be in Delaware in October. Ladies' night out. It's on Eventbrite. We're gonna be posting that today, so you guys, hello friends and family, so you guys can be part of that amazing event that's gonna happen out there in Delaware. My weather is perfect. It's just cool here. There's no storm that's gonna hit Pastor D because I got the power. Hey, Marcy. Hey, Michelle. Look at all my family on here today. I love you guys, you queens. Hello, Your Honor. I see my judge on here too. Yeah, all right. So I ain't gonna mess with y'all today. I'm just gonna be quiet. But it's good to see y'all. You people of God. I got educated people on here. I can't say y'all all the time. It's good to see you wonderful people of God. I got to show my education every now and then. So, again, I want to talk about this quickly. If you're ready, type ready. Oh, what? He's just jumping right into it. Yeah, I am. Type ready and let's get going. So, I got some people on here with some MBAs, and I got some people on here with some doctoral degrees, and so I got to show mine because they got to keep me up. So I got to act like I've been to school. So, yeah, y'all is Texas slang. This is Louisiana slang, too. So check this out. I'm Pastor D, Senior Pastor, Unity Worship Center. If you're ever in my area, come by and see me. You're going to be glad you did. We're going to take good care of you. I'll make sure we give you some bologna sandwiches and cut the crust off because y'all so did it. Anyway, I'm playing. But come by and see me. You're going to be glad you did. Listen. Quick announcement. We're going to be at Bishop with Bishop Dad Blakes at his convocation on next month. It's going to be July the 11th through the 14th. If you are not on the OCFI, you need to join. Be there. It's going to be amazing. There's a lot of training that's going to go forth. Some surprises, some things I know I can't talk about. But I will be one of the speakers next month. So if you are in the area in New Orleans, come by and see your little brother. You're going to be glad you did. I'm going to be one of the speakers. So I guess it's time to announce it and put it out there. I'm going to be one of the speakers for the convocation. Thank God for his grace and elevation. Now, I'm talking about this today. I don't have about 15 or 20 minutes, so everybody probably couldn't stay on. I'm sorry. If you want to, please share this out and hit those 3 buttons at the bottom of your screen. If you have a flip phone, I don't know what you have to do on your flip phone. But if you have a smartphone, there's 3 buttons at the bottom. If you updated your app, that you can actually hit those buttons, hit share, and you can share to all your followers. So anyway, check this out. We're talking about establishing boundaries in relationships. What's up, Chosen Mogul? I got this. It's a series that I did like years ago. I went back and looked at it, and I want to share some things with you, and I'm not going to be long, and I'm going to get off of here. Check this out. One of the greatest temptations, people of God, that you have in singleness is this. Now, sometimes you assume that marriage will meet all of your unmet needs. It will solve your weaknesses. It will organize your lives and unleash your gifts. I want to tell you today, it's far from the solution, because understand, people of God, is this now. You cannot use marriage as a plan B. And so you think now marriage is going to be the cure-all, be-all for your life. I want to bless 5 of you and tell you this. Please hear me clearly when I say this. If you think marriage is going to change you, it's going to change your life, it's going to just change everything because you got married, you are walking down a slippery slope. Somebody probably fooled you. You probably convoluted. One of my t-shirts says this now. Check this out, ladies. Singleness is not a curse. Marriage is not the cure. Marriage is not a fire extinguisher. Marriage does not put out people or put out things because you just married them. If they are that way before you married them, chances are they will be that way when you marry them, unless the Spirit of God comes in and changes them. So people of God, understand this. Watch this, y'all. Okay, let's say it this way. If you think following Jesus is going to be easier when you get married, you are sadly mistaken as well. You are sorely mistaken. See, in your singleness, you need to understand those are times where you can get closer to God. You can pray more. You can fast more. You can do all this because watch this, guys. When you get married, being married, check this out. Check this point out. Being married does this. it immediately multiplies your distractions because you're intimately responsible for the other person. So when you now are married, it multiplies your distractions. See, right now, you can go out to eat, and this is going to bless 5 of you, and you can go be greedy and eat all your food, and you don't have to share with nobody. I know you ladies like that, because let me bless 5 of you ladies. You go out with a man, you order what you want, and then you don't really like it, and you eat off his plate. But being single, you really don't have to share your food. I know that's not good for some of you, because some of y'all greedy. Y'all just like to eat the whole pizza. I get it. I understand. But now, being with somebody, you multiply your distractions. And what you'll start to do, you'll start to not acquiesce so much to their request, but you'll start to kind of take your life to make sure their life is better. So you put yourself on the back burner. Let me say it this way. You put yourself on the back burner, and you'll start to make sure everything goes right with this person. Ladies, you are the best at it. When you get with the relationship, and if you really love this person innately, you are built as a mother, okay? So now you love this person, and you'll give all of your heart, all of your love to this person, cater to this person, and you'll put yourself back on the back burner. Watch this. And if you ever become single in your life, you'll forget about the fact of what you like, because you'll now do some of the things they like so much you don't care anymore. You'll go to a movie. You don't really like cowboys and Indians. You'll go watch a basketball game with him because that's what he likes to do. And sometimes you'll put yourself back because that's how you are built innately. I know sometimes you don't like that, but that's just how God built you to be. And you will now take on the other person's issues and responsibility. When they're sick, you'll try to take care of them. When they have issues, you try to help them figure it out. Sometimes in your singleness, you really got to understand this, that being single by yourself, you have a time to get closer to God. Have you ever thought for one moment that the reason God has left some of you single, let me say it this way, guys, some of you are boss women, boss chicks. I get it, and ain't nobody gonna boss you. I know we went to Queenology last week, and they put their crowns on, and I'm telling you, I don't know how y'all gonna snatch some of them crowns out, buddy, because they was walking around there. They was walking around. There was some confidence. When they put their crowns and they picked them up off the floor, I said, oh, Lord, these men in trouble. Because these women are really learning their purpose and their value. But when you really understand your purpose and your value, you'll understand the purpose and the value before you are married. See, let me tell y'all something. You should not get with somebody and now this person completes you. You say, now I'm complete because they are here. I'm complete because I married them. When you are a woman of virtue and purpose and integrity, you're a woman of destiny, you'll understand that when they meet you, now check this out. It didn't change your value system, because only God can determine your net worth. Only God can determine who you are. But what they do, they bring something additional to the equation, but they're not the whole piece to the puzzle. They should not come in to complete you, because you should be complete before they come. And I say this all the time. A lot of times you are half broken or half woman. That's good, Marcia. You're half woman. And because you're a half woman, you think getting with a half man is going to make you whole. No, you should be whole before they come. And now a lot of times you get in half relationships and you think being with somebody else is going to fix now your brokenness and they're going to make you whole. You should be at the place in your life where now you are not a 2% sister. You're not a 2% man. You're not a 2% woman. You should accept no half things in this season of your life, because God has made you whole already. See, when you lose the relationship, you don't lose your identity because you are with them. See, now they should never make you should never be that excited about being in a relationship with somebody based on their socioeconomic status or who they are. Shouldn't be excited about somebody that has a lot of pedigree, but they have no purpose. Shouldn't want to be with somebody because he's cute and everybody knows him and he's popular. Let me tell you something. Ladies, I'm going to bless 5 of you. Brothers, don't say that right now. When they get you, they should realize that you are the prize. What? Yes. You are the prize. The word reminds you. Go and look at my Facebook wall, shameless plug. I told you this now. It says now you are a woman of virtue, and it says who can find a virtuous woman for a price is for above ruby. But the word also tells you that when he marries you, the man obtains favor. See, now the favor comes when he now hooks up with you. The word tells you and reminds you that this brother really ain't got it going on until he marries you. And when he marries you, he attains favor and coveted in that marriage. See, the problem, though, is this. The antithesis to that is this. Now, you cannot try to put covenant into a dating relationship. So you cannot be a woman that wants to date a man and show him all your wifey privileges and benefits before you get married to him, because dating a man is not covenant. He has to marry you to get the favor. So it means that you cannot give him favors while you're dating him. Anyway, that was too much for y'all. Y'all didn't like that. It got real quiet. I didn't give a one amen, but it's all good in the hood. Now, let's get on. Somebody say, listen, listen. So watch this, guys. Number one point is this. I got some points. I got some points. Ooh, somebody's sharing. They must like what I said. When you start a relationship with no boundaries, you usually stay there. What? Back it up. Don't y'all back it up at the club this weekend. When you start a relationship with no boundaries, you usually stay there. My mother said that's good, so I don't even matter what y'all say. That's my mother on here. She says, watch this. That's good, Pastor D. When you start a relationship with no boundaries, you usually stay there. Watch this, guys. One of the things, watch this, that defines a friends with benefits relationship is the fact that it's lacking boundaries. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Because now you'll say friends with benefits, which leaves a lot of ambiguity. Yes, it does. And it unknowns, and it leaves unknowns, and then it guarantees that there really is no title. So anything kind of goes, and there's no commitment, so everything goes. So you say, hey, Angela Factor, you say we are friends with benefits. What are the benefits? So what if I want to date somebody else? What if you were sleeping with them and they decided to sleep with somebody else? Let me tell y'all something, and bless 5 of y'all that's paying attention. The rest of y'all blow bubbles. Check me out when I tell you this. When you start to introduce sex into the equation, you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble, because I promise you, you think you're strong enough to do it, and you think you're strong enough to sleep with them, and you not really have feelings, and we still friends with benefits. No, let me tell you something. When you start to put that and mix and mingle it in, you're going to be down a slippery slope, and you're going to be, listen, walking down a slippery slope. Let me say it that way. You, people of God, need to understand there has to be boundaries in this relationship. When you are with them, there are boundaries when they date you initially. You set the boundaries out the gate. So now there's no ambiguity when you're with them. You set the boundaries. Ladies, I promise you, brothers, I'm sorry, but I got to say this. Men will only do what you allow them to do. What I mean by that is simple. If you set the boundary out the gate and you say, you know what, I'm holding myself to marry till I get married, you're going to find out real quick if this man want to really be with you. Oh, when you start to announce that, because let me tell you something, it's the problem with some of your relationships. You got a lot of men, they love your body, and they love your curves, and they love your education, and they love what you have attained, but it's a shame that they do not love the God that's in you. Wow, come on. They don't respect the God that's in you, because now if they respected the God that's in you, they will be a man of integrity to guard your reputation, guard your heart, and they will push you to your purpose. If any man walks into your life and the first thing he does is pull you away from God, run, Forrest, run, because he should be a leader, and a leader makes you draw closer to God. I know that's true. Talk to me, Dre. I got a real brother on here today. And that's what you need to understand. He'll push you closer to God. He'll draw you closer to God. People of God, you got to understand, here it is now, that there needs to be boundaries out the gate. And when you set these boundaries, I promise you, you would ensure yourself a successful relationship. Here it is now. Okay, the problem with some relationships is like this. They don't just magically turn into healthy relationships along the way. When you start a game, here's the shout. When you start a game with no rules, it's really hard to go back and play by the rules. Wow, come on. If you start a game with no rules, it's tough to go back and play by the rules. When you start a game and anything goes, it's tough to go back and play by the rules. People of God, let me tell you something. God calls us to be in relationships that are edifying, that are uplifting, and that are healthy. And now you're challenged to honor each other by setting limits with each other, doing every interaction. You got to be real with yourself. You got to say, can I take this? Can I deal with this? Can I be alone all the time with this person and hold myself up? See, when you really get in touch with your imperfections, you're going to say, you know what? I don't know if I can do this all the time. I have to get a little stronger to be around this person every day. I got to get a little stronger to be around him and her every day. See, you got to be in touch with who you are and say, you know what? Maybe right now I don't need to be in a relationship because this relationship may take me from God. And if it does that, yes, you're walking down the wrong line. Number 2 is this. When you don't expect commitment, you sell your own value short. Is that good? When you don't expect commitment, you sell your own value short. Watch this. A huge problem with this friends with benefits culture is that you learn to give and give and give with no expectation or understanding of what you'll get in return. Wow. You just do it, and you have no real expectation of what you're going to get in return. So you'll give yourself, you'll give your body, you'll give your time, and you'll give your emotions without requiring a commitment. Man, come on now. Let me tell y'all something. Because when it comes to relationships, commitment is the price to pay. The more you give, the more you should receive. If they are not committing to you, why are you putting yourself out there in your heart on a string to be with somebody that really does not commit to you? You are getting nothing in return. When you know your value and you are highly valued, you got to understand that God himself has, I need to be a big MC. I think I do. He has already determined your value. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Friends with benefits encourages you to give yourself for free, and it creates the atmosphere that fuels selfishness, disrespect, and zero responsibility. See, one of the things that you don't like to do is you have friends with benefits type of relationship, and now, watch this, you had no boundaries, you had no respect, you were selfish the whole time, you had no real commitment. Don't throw your wig and get mad when I say it. But you will get pregnant by this man and now expect him to commit to your child. Whoa, Lord help us, Jesus, today. Well, it's quiet up in here. Yes, I know, crickets chirping. Let me say it one more time. You had no commitment, but now you want him to commit to being a family with you because now it didn't go the way that you thought it should go. Yeah, I know you don't like that, but that's the truth. Why would you expect him to commit to you and to commit to your child when he never committed to the relationship and loving you anyway? Because that's what you gave him. See, when you put that boundary out there and you say, this is what we're going to be, we're going to be friends with benefit, then you should get everything that you expect. I know y'all don't like that real talk, but I'm going to tell you the truth on here today. Okay, now you frustrated and you upset and say, well, he won't help me with the child. He wasn't doing nothing for you when you were with him. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw the pastor head out for 5 seconds. Don't y'all tell nobody I said this, but I'm going to say it anyway. If you going to just go out there and you just going to give it up for free, boo, you got a problem. If you're going to go to hell, you're going to hell for free. If you're going to go to hell, boo, go to hell with some benefits. Anyway, move on to the next point. I didn't say that, but I did say that. Let me say it again. If you're going to go to hell, boo, go in style. Make that joke about your car. Make him help you pay your rent. Make him do something. Y'all don't like that truth, but that's the real truth. If you're going to go to hell, Pastor said that. Yeah, I said it. Go in style. I'm talking about go in grand fashion. Go with a Neiman Marcus dress on and some Louis Vuitton red bottom shoes. If you're going to go, boo, get something out of it. Anyway, move on to the next point. Anyway, I know y'all don't like that. Grandma did say make them pay. Okay, if you gonna go inside, you going to hell for free? I'm talking about, and what I mean by that free, I'm talking about you, everything, he doing everything free? Nah, he ain't help you, he ain't bought you one present ever. He ain't bought you no perfume, nothing, and you still love you get, anyway, the next point is this. I'm sorry, I went on that tangent, but y'all don't like that point, but that's the truth. Church is not going to tell you the truth. If you're going to go in style. Grandma said don't straddle the fence. Not daddy said you got to be on one side or the other. Don't you straddle the fence. If you're going to go hell, go in style. Anyway, move on to that was a mic drop moment, all right? Because you sitting there giving it for free. He coming over, you cooking all the food, you giving him free sex, you sleeping over, let him sleep over at the night. He practically got all his clothes over. I'm sorry, brothers, I'm helping him today. He just show up when he wants to. Lottie Dolly and everybody know y'all really ain't that serious about each other because he really over here seeing the other woman. He just doing whatever he want to, and you really done kind of gave him your heart, but you really trying to act like you really don't like him, really don't love him, but you doing all this stuff for him. You ain't really seeing nobody else. Then you find out now he's seeing somebody else. But those are the boundaries you set. You set no limitations and no restrictions, and you mad because he's seeing somebody else. Anyway, move on. Okay. The physical has the power. Watch this, y'all, because that was the point I was setting up. The physical has the power to impact the emotional and skew the rational. I know there's a lot of words. That's point number 3. The physical has the power to impact the emotional and skew the rational. Let me tell you it this way. You don't realize that God made you or made your body like this, that you're really supposed to bond during physical intimacy. That's why sex and soul ties are very real. You think you can just do it and not want them and not like them. No, that's you lying, people. I'm telling you, sometimes the devil will literally have a scent go float in the air and you'll smell a scent that you ain't smelled in 10 years. And you remember it was your boo from 15 years ago, from 10 years ago. That's how the enemy does. He'll throw these little nuances and these little things at you and you'll start to remember. You'll hear a certain song and you'll start to play back stuff that you did 5 years ago. Yes, you will. That's the enemy. That's his job, disillusionment. He brings it back. He wants to steal, kill, and destroy. Ladies, that's why men at the same time, when now the relationship is over and they are an ex. You got to keep them as an ex for a reason. They are an ex for a reason. You cannot keep their t-shirts. You can't keep their pictures all posted up. Go delete them out your phone, text message. You got to rid yourself of every encumbrance that easily besets you because you'll start to play back and rehearse the things in your past. Then you'll fall prey to the enemy and literally he'll send you a message 10 years from now. And your heart never really got over this person, but all you did was kind of suppress the emotions. But now it'll come back rushing, not a rushing, mighty rushing wind. It'll start to come back rushing because you never really sought deliverance for that thing. Okay, so now the physical has the power to impact the emotional and skew the rational. People of God, if you hug them, if you kiss them, if you have sex, your body, especially you ladies, is wired to release chemicals during physical intimacy that make you feel like you are connected to the person you are with. Ladies, it's called oxytocin in you and in your body, and he can put his arm around your waist, and now chemicals will go off in your body. You'll talk yourself into something that you're really not even in. Chemicals will be released. Now, you'll start to feel a little googly-eyed and so weak in the knees. I can't hardly sleep. You'll start to feel like that because that's the way your body is built. Are y'all hearing this today? And so now, what's this, y'all? You'll start to confuse a relationship for what it's not. And here it is. Check this out. You will start to let your emotions outthink reality. So they will be friends. They will be somebody that you are dating or somebody that you are getting to know, but your emotions and your chemical reaction will make you think that something is different. Yes, it will. And you say, Lord, that boy don't love you. This girl love me. No, she don't. She just love the fact that you kind of cute. You really ain't that cute, but right now, you'll talk yourself into anybody. Okay, let me park here and just have a moment for about 10 seconds. Anybody ever been through this besides me? That you don't talk yourself into something because of the fact of how you thought it was, and she hugged you and she kissed you and you didn't realize she was kissing everybody else. Come on, people, talk to me. Yes, talk. Don't y'all be quiet. Yes, you have. You don't talk yourself. And watch this, y'all. When you create, here goes your shout. When you create a relationship that's built on the physical, your emotions will always follow suit. You don't believe me? I promise you, you are not that strong. I don't care how much money you make. When you create a relationship that's built on physicality alone, your emotions will always follow suit. Watch this, y'all. But the one thing that you need to understand, emotions cannot be trusted oh right. Your flesh is a mess. If I unzip it, I promise you it will never lead you the right way. Stop letting your flesh supersede the Spirit of God, because your flesh will always talk you into trouble. Your flesh will tell you to do it another time. It's not going to hurt. Your flesh will tell you he cute, girl, he fine. You better get with that man. You got to keep him because you started this way, so you got to keep him. So if you did this to get him, you got to do that to keep him. Listen, the devil will lie to y'all. All right. Your flesh will talk you into some stuff. I'm telling you. And now you'll be so upset, and you'll sit there and you'll be like, Lord, I know it's not right. But your flesh will say it's good to do. Oh, come on now. All right. Let me go ahead and ask the real people. The rest of y'all be quiet. How many of you know that your flesh has talked you into some stuff? And you literally said, Lord Jesus, I done got myself in some trouble. I done let oh Lord, my feelings done got up in this thing, Lord. See, I put a prayer on Facebook this morning. I said, Lord, today, I said, protect me, guard me against my feelings, guard me against my emotions, guard me against what my eyes see. God, you got to guard me. Give me strength in this area, because my feelings will get in the way, and I want to do something I ain't got no business doing. My feelings will get in the way. I'll say something I have no business saying. I'll respond to something I have no business. Your feelings will always, you cannot, here's your shout, make emotional decisions based on physical lust. Talk, Pastor D, because they not catching it today. Listen, you cannot make emotional decisions based on physical lust. So you'll say yes to something you should have said no to it, because she's pretty, because she's cute, because he's fine, because he got a good car, because he got good money. He helped take care of this. He seemed like he was a knight in shining armor, but understand him, he really was the enemy. You cannot make emotional decisions on physical lust. Let me tell you something. The devil will always send something you like. He's going to always send something that, watch this, y'all, wants to soothe and wants to appease your appetite. Because some of you need to tell the truth. You got some appetites with an S. You got appetites, right? You know what you like. You know what you want. You know what you desire. You know what you're not going to settle for. That's why when certain people walk in your face, some of you ladies, y'all boss chicks, I get it. Certain guys walk into your face, you literally laugh and snicker at them. How nerve. You got the unmitigated gall, but the enemy will send the right one to get your attention. Well, you'll turn twice. And now, if your eyes look, your feet will follow. Listen, I don't know any other way to be but real with y'all, so y'all can get this. Because if you look too long, I promise you, you're going to get to step in, and you're going to walk towards the midnight train of Georgia. Somebody, I don't know, you're going to walk to somebody. Let me tell y'all something. You can be strong in the power of God, and you can have all the Holy Ghost, and you can speak in tongues in 10 different languages. You are fluent in it. But even in your fluency, I assure you, the enemy still is spiritual. He does not have all the power. He has some power, but he knows what you want, and he knows what you like, right? What if God has blocked it and you're dealing with it being alone? I'm not sure what you mean by that, my friend. Rephrase it so I can catch it. I'll answer that for you. So watch this, y'all. If you decided to be friends with them, be friends. All right? Number one, stay friends, be friends. Being that person that brings in the physical will only introduce confusion and cause you to second guess your rational thinking. The physical and the emotional connection will cause you to keep coming back for more. It will cause you to come back for more, until now you'll start to find yourself into a dangerous cycle that you'll repeat with the next man, with the next woman, with the next one. You'll go down that cycle, and now you'll start to feel paralyzed. You'll start to feel stuck, and you'll feel like you're unable to move forward. You stay friends, my friend, simple by this. You start the boundaries off that way. And sometimes, a lot of you now, you know that you only should remain friends. You're not even that attracted to them. You're really not feeling them like that. So you keep it in a friendship zone as long as you can until something may be changed. You don't date somebody and immediately think it's going to turn romantic. You got to give them time to get to know you on a friend level. When they get to know you on a friendship level, then they start to get to know you on a romantic level. If dealing with being alone, every guy I encounter, God has renewed, but I want to be a champion. That's good, my friend. I like that. All right. Here it is. I'm almost done. God calls us to guard our sexual interactions for a reason, because he knows how powerful those interactions can be. Y'all know how powerful they can be. I'm going to talk to about 5 of y'all that's going to be real with me. They are so powerful that your ex won't leave you alone. He won't come back. Now, girl, all of us, he'd say it's everything. He loves you now. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll never do that again. It's powerful. Because let me tell you something. There's some things that God just not going to do. God ain't going to be your sugar booger boo and come down. Now, they say he rocks you in the cradle of your arms, but he ain't come and sleep next to you at night and soothe your sexual desires. That's not how that works, people of God, okay? God put men and women on this planet for a reason. So you need to understand tonight, people of God, if you do those physical interactions, they're going to always set you up. What's up, my boy, Dr. G, for a downfall. Watch this, people of God. Get to the place in your life. Check this out. If you are ambiguous, ambiguity will always set you up for heartbreak. Talk, Pastor D. I'm trying, but they're not getting it. Ambiguity will always set you up for heartbreak. No matter how you do it when it comes to this friends with benefits type of thing, when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to being married, you have to, like these young people say, I don't know if they say it anymore, you got to keep it 100. Keep it 100. Is that good? 100. Somebody type that. You keep it 100 with the person, people of God. Let me tell you something, brothers. Let me tell you something, sisters. Out the gate, you have to keep it real with this person. Tell them what you want, what you desire, and what you will not tolerate. You have to set these boundaries out the gate. What I say is this. If you're paying attention, my mama called me Doc, so that means I'm teaching pretty good. They're called non-negotiables, okay? Non-negotiables are simple. It's stuff that you just not going to take. It's stuff that you encounter, especially if you're spiritual. You're trying to listen. I'm very balanced on my scopes because you know what? One thing as a pastor, I realize everybody on my scopes are not saved. Everybody on Facebook is not saved. They can like my post, but that don't mean they have a spiritual connection with God. So y'all got to get this. So this is for the saved and the unsaved. There are non-negotiables that you need to have out the gate. Number one, non-negotiable is this, boo. We will not sleep together and you are not my husband or my wife. Talk, Pastor D. Number one. That's it. All right. Number one, A, B, C, D coincides with that. Before that is this. We will not be unequally yoked. Okay. If I have a relationship with God, you need to have a relationship with God. All right. If I'm going to church, you need to go to church as well. But watch this. You don't go to get me. Let me say it again. You don't go to get me because I promise you they'll go to get you. And when they got you, they won't go no more. Yes, no, okay. They have to have a relationship with God. All right. That's non-negotiable. I will not be sleeping with you and we're not married together. We have to be married. I've played that before. I ain't going down that road. Number three is this. Watch this, y'all. Not only will I not be sleeping with you, I will not be living with you and you my boyfriend or my girlfriend. Well, y'all don't like the truth, but I'm going to keep saying it anyway. Let me say it. No, we are not cohabitating. We are not living together. All right. Let me tell you, Pastor D, it is not a sin to live with somebody before you get married. Okay, let me bless five of y'all that's paying attention, boo. Okay, living under the same roof probably ain't the sin, but I don't know too many people that love each other and that's attracted to each other that's going to live under the same roof and not sleep with each other. Oh, talk to me, people of God on today. I don't know. Do y'all know anybody like that? Pastor D, I can hold my... No, stop lying. All right. So you're putting yourself in the situation which comes to sin, people of God. Now he'll make a way of escape. God does not tell you to move together to escape. You're putting yourself in an uncompromising situation. You're going to make it tougher on yourself. You're going to listen and you will drop every guard. Okay. Let me be very real with you right now. You know all the guards you're going to drop. You probably was sleeping with them. Watch the shout, people of God. All right. Protect it. But if you move in with them, you're going to drop all your guards because you're going to think, oh, we together now. We got the merit. See, that's now how the enemy plays tricks on your mind. So now you're going to do everything that married folks should be doing and you're going to just say, oh, because you're living together. And you'll drop all your guards because now you think because you live with them, that solidifies the relationship that you have. See, that's the reason why God set these boundaries in the confines of marriage and things like, yeah, they playing houses. All they doing is playing house. So number three is this. I will not be living with you. And we're not married. All right. Number four, I said it all the time. I will not, ladies, gentlemen, at the same time, I will not be giving wifey benefits to a boyfriend, vice versa, brothers. I will not be giving male, husband benefits to a girlfriend. Ladies, sometimes y'all get it twisted. Y'all do too much, all right? You cooking his food, all right? That's good, my friend. You cooking his food, all right? You washing his clothes, all right? He a boyfriend. You taking his food to work and dropping it off so he can have something to eat. You say, Pastor D, I want to show him. I really want to show him. I want to show him how good a wife I can be. What? How you going to show him how you can be a good wife and you only a girlfriend? Talk, man. I'm saying something today. Yo, got me on this tangent. No. You can't show him. See, God never instituted the confines of covenant in dating. No, that's not how he did. That's why he kept that specifically by itself and says marriage. He did not say you can find a girlfriend. He says he finds a wife, finds a good thing. He obtains favor with a wife. He doesn't obtain favor with a girlfriend. So you cannot ask God to come down and acquiesce to who he is and ask God to kind of just walk away from his word so he can suit your little fancy. So you say, well, God, I love him. Well, God said, if he loved you that much, tell him put a ring on your finger. And now, well, if she loved you that much, then she's going to have to say yes when you ask her to marry. And now you get all this favor. You are not going to be in a boyfriend, and I understand y'all balling out of control, but you're not going to be with a boyfriend and get favor in a dating relationship. That's not how it works. That's not how, no. So now you're going to say, you know what? I will not live with a man that's not my husband or a woman, and I will not give him wifey privileges, wifey benefits, right? Okay? Number 4, number 5, 6, number 7. I'm just throwing some at you today. Check this out. Ladies, gentlemen, y'all got to understand something. I want to say this, and I want to really say this. A man or woman that walks into your life, he has to accept responsibility for everything that's tied to you. So if you have children, they have to now love the children just as much as they love you. Number 1, you got to understand something now. If they don't love your children, but they want you, it means they don't love you. Wow, okay? I'm telling you, don't you fall prey for the devil, okay? If they don't love you, all right, love your children as much as they love you, they don't love you. When they come into your life, even if there's baggage attached to you, they understand, like I love to say, they are a man of God, a leader, which means they want you to unpack the baggage. Hear this clearly, guys. Unpack the baggage and leave all the baggage on the table because I'm man enough to deal with it. I'm godly enough to see, ladies, when you understand the difference between a godly spiritual man and some of these boys that you are dating, they will look at you and look at your flaws. But I told y'all yesterday, even with your flaws, a godly man understands that you are still perfect with your flaws. Talk, man. Come on today. All right. And so you need to get you a godly man. You don't need a man that's sitting on the couch playing Xbox all day. All he want to do is go polish his rims and hang out with his boy. You need a godly man. Vice versa. Brothers, you need a godly woman, a spiritual woman that doesn't run her mouth and quarrel all day. She opens her mouth and she prays when there's some things coming around the home. You need to understand, people of God, that's what God has called some of you to be. But now you are settling for the suitable and something that's marginal and something beneath you, and you've dummied down everything that God has made you to be because you want to be in a relationship. Let me tell you something, brother. She can be fine as wine. I assure you, she probably can't spell her name. How is that going to help you build your portfolio? How is that going to help you push your vision? Because the one thing about it, brothers, on here today, it's a sad thing to be with somebody that's cute and silly, but she can't help push your vision. And then you get with her and you marry her because she was fine. You quiet, but I'm telling the truth. You quiet, but yeah. But now you get with her and you realize the girl can't do nothing. But she was cute. All right. A man that has purpose and desire wants to hook up with the same woman that wants to go that same way. And when you understand that, I'm telling you the truth today. So now these are things that you got to understand. But secondly, the flip side to the child thing is this. I want to say this to you, ladies. Okay. Just because you get with them and you are dating them does not make you the sole person that's responsible for the child either. Talk, man, because I quiet. I'm about to get off here. Check this out. It is not my responsibility to take care of your child when the mother's in the life. Ooh-wee. Don't you leave your little bad nook baby at my house all the time and think because we're dating, I got to take care of all the children. Ooh, wow. No, that's a wifey privilege. I'm not saying be mean about it, but he shouldn't be calling you all the time. Come on, watch little nook and little baby. No, they mama need to watch them. Oh, I know y'all don't like that. I'm sorry. That is the truth, okay? I'm telling you, I've seen it too much. I've seen a new woman that has no kids get with a man that has 2 or 3. And now I'm going like, my Lord, you got your kid. Where's their mother? I'm just saying. Not that she doesn't love them. She can love them. But if the other person is in the equation that should be there taking care, they should take care of their children as well. All right, let's move on to the next one. I'm done. All right. So these are non-negotiables out the gate. Secondly is this. I want to say this to you. If you have a spiritual covering and somebody that you look up to, whether it's a grandmother or a mother or a father or something to that aspect, people of God, I want to say this to you. All right. You, my little secret, and that's how we should keep it. Throw that mess out the window. Okay. Throw it out the window. You know why? I'm going to say this to you, okay? Hear this clearly on today. If you cannot introduce this other person to the spiritual connections in your life or connectors or the coverings in your life, then you probably already know that they're not right for you. Oh, I had a young lady Sunday. She brought a young man to church. I told him, come up here. Let me talk to you, right? And I hugged his neck. She was smiling giddy. Are you hearing me? And I know her. She would have never brought him around me if she didn't know I would approve of him. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? That's how she knows me. So I hugged his neck and I told him, I said, the thing about this relationship is this. If she brought you to church, then she has a lot of confidence in you. But if I see her falling off from church, I'm going to blame you. I told the man that. He was smiling. All right. I'm just letting you know. All right. Hugged his neck. Nice guy. But I'm going to blame you. No, I'm blaming you because you got to be a leader. You got to be a leader to her. All right. If she's staying home sleeping on Sunday, a leader is going to say, baby, get up. We got to go to church. Baby, listen, if you are not in a relationship where a man or a woman calls you every now and then and say, baby, what you want? I don't want anything. I'm just praying. I want to pray for you. I just sense something. See, you want to go out with these, twerkers and these club hoppers. And you want to go out with people that want to drink Patron all the time. You want to go out with these people that got tattoos and slugs on and look like murder was the case. You want to go out with gangsters. All right. I ain't talking about tattoos. But I'm just talking about you want to go out with that foolishness. But you don't want a spiritual man. He's a good man. No. A bad boy. Watch this out. A bad boy loves God. Wow. Because a bad boy that loves God got way more power than thugs. Y'all quiet. He loves God. A bad boy, a bad girl loves God because she can call down fire from heaven when the devil comes in her house. See, you think they bad because they can tote a gun. No, boo. They bad because they now hit the word in their heart. Y'all quiet, but I'm telling y'all something. Jesus was a bad boy because he had to leave men, people of God. You need a leader. You need a bad boy that when something happens, baby, go sit your cute self down. He's not crying more than you. I'm going to figure it out because God made me the leader of this family. You need a bad girl that when something happens, she say, baby, I'm going to pray and I know God's going to answer prayer. And when you yoke together in that vision, that makes you both bad. Oh, come on now. I'm just saying. All right. Y'all want all this other stuff. Y'all want, you want to go to the club and you want to be, No. You need a man of God that's going to say, you know what, as for me in my house, baby, you don't feel good today? I'm going to worship God without you. I'm going to pray. By the time I get off that altar, baby, what's wrong with you, baby? Hey, baby, I got to go have some time with God by myself. Where you at? I'm in the bathroom. I just shut the door. Leave me alone for a while. I'm just praying. I'm just driving around in a circle. I do that all the time. I drive around in a circle, me and God just reflecting, just praying by myself. Get up and pray by myself. God wakes me up and just pray. You need people in your life that's going to intercede without your invitation, that's going to call on God without you knowing it. They're going to feel something in the spirit. They're going to feel something that's going on. They're going to feel something that's wrong, off balance, something off kilter, where they're going to say, you know what? I need to pray for them. I need to pray for my girl. I need to pray for my girlfriend. I need to pray for my spouse. I need to pray for my fiance. If you don't have that type of relationship, Houston, we have a problem. If all they want to do is touch your body, right? It's all they do is talk about your body and how sexy you are. It's all they do is talk about how fine you are. But they never talk about your relationship that God has given you. We have a problem. Ladies, don't fall prey because he cute. Like my big sis, Real Talk Kim say, all right? You slay, but can you pray? You cute, but do you know this word of God? Okay? Can you get a prayer through? And I'm telling you, ladies, for a spiritual man that's looking for you, and I'm telling you they're looking for a woman that can hold their house up. And what I mean by that, not just talk about it, they can hold, I'm talking about, they can hold it down. They're not a woman that trifles with her spirituality, but they're a woman that adorns the beauty of holiness. They understand their body is not to be flaunted, but it's the temple of the Holy Spirit. So they adorn with God. And every time you see them in store, you see them in the gym, you see them in church, they're the same way everywhere you see them. Because real men, what they do, they look from afar to see what you're doing. If you act the same way with your friends that you do in church. And the problem with some of you is some of you shout on Sunday and you speak in tongues on Sundays, but you cuss everybody out on Monday. You got to live balance. And when you live balance unto God, oh, come on, people of God. When you live balance unto God, I'm telling you today, you're going to see. Ladies, let me ask you a question. How many of you are single, type of 1? How many of you are married, type of 2? It's one or the other. If you don't have a ring, walk down the aisle, you're single. If you're divorced, you are single, okay? Simple as that. Watch this, people of God. What God is going to do for your life when you are serious about it. I want to say this, and I'm out of here. Check this out. You have to be serious with yourself. You have to be truthful to yourself. You got to tell yourself, you got to say, you know what, God? See, you're saying, where are the men at? No. Why would God send you something that you yourself have not even qualified for? Whoa, let me say it this way. I know you're not going to like me now, but I'm going to say it. Why are you asking God to send you somebody to be faithful to you and you not faithful to him? Lord, help us today. Why would he do that? You put him on one night stands. So why would he send you a man that's going to stay committed to you when you can't stay committed to him? Every now and then you show up and you remember that you had a relationship with God. Thank God he is not like us. And think about it. Am I really ready? Where the good man at? Ask yourself, if God sent you a man right now that meets all your qualifications and your standards, watch this. Are you ready to receive? Is there a vacancy in your heart for God to send him to you? Ask yourself, secondly, people of God, check me out when I say this to you, okay? So you're asking God, where is he? You got to say, okay, am I ready to receive him? All right, ladies. Number 2, am I ready to submit to him? Lord help us. That's the S word. Submission is not mindless acquiescence, and you don't leave your mind at the altar, but you got to submit. But then how in the world will you submit to a man when you've never submitted to Christ? You've never submitted to your parents. You never submitted to the coverings around you. How in the world are you going to submit and you've never submitted to nobody in your life? You say, well, when did it start? It should start before you are even in a dating relationship. You should know how to submit. I know you don't like that, but that's what the word calls, because now he will give you back the honor that now, like Christ gave the church when you learn. Oh, come on now. But he's saying, why in the world am I going to honor her? And all she do is run her mouth. Ladies, I'm telling you, ask yourself a question. Am I ready for this? Am I ready to submit to a man? Am I ready to give all my all in this relationship? If you are selfish now, men and women, you're going to be selfish then. You cannot even bring another person into the equation or kids into the equation, and you are selfish. You cannot be selfish. You want to buy every MK bag and you want to spend money on everything you got your hands on. But now you got children, so you go and get $200 weave and $300 weave and get your hair done, but your baby girl hair nappy. Man, oh man. I'm sorry. Brother, you go out and buy all the new J's, but won't even get your little boy haircut. You're selfish. And if you are selfish, you should never ask God to send you this person. And I know I'm on a tangent, guys, but I'm telling you the truth. You got to be in this place. And you say, God, I got to be real with myself. I ain't ready to obey no man, so don't send me no husband. Let me get myself together. God, I ain't ready to be faithful to no one woman. You got to work. See, when you are real with yourself, because brothers, if you are dealing with some identity issues sexually, don't you ask God to send you a woman and send you a wife to cover up. Because the devil will be out there on, Lord, seek and pray. And what he'll do, men will get with you. And they are not heterosexual whatsoever. I know this is kind of too heavy for some of you. And they'll get with you to cover up some of the identity issues that they're having, because now it looks good to the world that they got a woman. Don't fall prey. Ladies, gentlemen, be discerning and cognizant enough to let God speak to you. See, they can say all they want that God told them that you were their wife, but it is your choice to marry them. I know I went way off, but I needed to say it. Okay? Periscope, I'm out of time, but I'm not out of word. If you are on for the first time and it's blessed you, if it did or did not, still type a 1. I'm going to put this on Facebook. I intentionally meant to do it. I'm going to put it on Facebook in a second. But if it bless you, type a 1. I want you guys, if you first time, you don't know who I am. Yeah, you better ask God for yourself. Talk about Juliet. You better look at all these new first timers. You better know God for yourself. You better seek him. I just don't believe God will lead you the wrong way. But the problem about this is this. I don't want him to keep calling me for a booty call. Stop giving it up and you won't get the call. I'm going to keep on talking. Anyway. All right. Yeah. See, we said the devil made me do it. The devil didn't make you do it. You want to do it. Come on, man. Church not. Y'all got to come to Shreveport. Y'all need to come to my church. I'm so real with my people. Sometimes I get so theological with them, they blow their mind. But every now and then I just stop and be very real with them. And my millennials love it because I just tell the truth. I'm a straight shooter. And they love the fact that a pastor can be very transparent. Are y'all catching me? Celibacy is beautiful, my friend. Yes, right? All right? And I'm very transparent. In this season of your life, ladies and gentlemen, you need preachers that's going to tell you the truth, be very real with you, and not hold any punches. Y'all don't need these cookie cutter preachers and these seeker friendly churches. You need somebody that's going to tell you the same struggles that you're going through. I done been through some of the same stuff. We all got struggles, tendencies, and proclivities, but we are empowered to be a crowd and not a community and not a crowd, okay? Because we are a community, we're not a crowd. We pick each other's up. We don't laugh when each other's go through. We don't laugh when somebody has a downfall. That's what you need. You need a community of people. Pastor D, I want it to establish a community of people where if you are going through something, depression, anxiety, you're going through something, with your body. Pastor D, I got this sexual temptation. I need to get over it. I need to get myself together. I need help. We should be able to do that towards one another without judging each other. Because the thing about it is this, at least people are honest enough to tell me what they're going through. But we got a lot of people faking and pump faking and shaking, and they acting like they're completely perfect. You need this, people of God. Okay? So I want y'all to follow me if you're not following me. Last thing, if you are in Philly, Delaware, Doctor, what you at? Doctor, you on here? Tell me that thing. Delaware something. I don't know what she told me yesterday. I'm going to be in Delaware, and I want you guys to come out to my men's night and my ladies' night out. I'm coming in October. If you're in Philly, if you're Delaware, if you're in those areas, I promise you guys, I'm doing ladies' night out. Trust me, if you've ever been to one of my ladies' night out, it's fun. It's going to be informational. It's going to be encouraging. It's going to be uplifting. It's going to be spiritual. You're going to laugh. You're going to cry. You're going to get a bevy of emotions by the time I'm done with you in ladies' night out. I promise you, because I'm a straight, real preacher, and I promise you I'm going to tell you some experiences, but I'm going to back it up biblically with the word. I do not just tell you something and not give you. So if you're close to Delaware, I think it's in Claymont, somebody talk to me. Claymont, Delaware, October the 28th, ladies' night out. Go register to get your t-shirts and all that stuff on Eventbrite. It's ladies' night out, D as in David, E as in Edward, ladies' night out, DE. .eventbrite.com. I need you to register, go and do that. It's going to be fun. I promise you guys, I'm going to be there actually 3 or 4 days. So we're going to do a lot of things while we're down there. And I want to come down and I want to be a blessing to that area in Delaware. So I need you guys to come. I will come to Fort Worth. If you got to just set something up, I'll be there. Are y'all hearing this? I love y'all, Periscope. The rest of you, how many of you follow me on Facebook? Type of 1. If you don't, I need you to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. How real I am? Yeah, I just know no other way. I'm just so real. I don't know. If you don't follow me on Facebook, well, look at all these people. I didn't know all you guys follow me on Facebook. You guys are so kind. You guys been liking my posts lately. Y'all been praying up. Y'all been praying lately. I can tell. You gonna come out and see me? Hey, Crawford, come out and see me. I want y'all to come now. Don't y'all fool me. I don't want to walk out there, nobody there. I need y'all to come. It's going to be fun. Y'all come hug my neck. We're going to take pictures and all that good stuff. We're going to have a good time. All right? Check this out. Follow me on Facebook. It's Pastor Dietrich. So I have 2 pages. I have videos posted now. I got stuff all across my wall on my Facebook page and Instagram. Go like all that stuff. Go listen to some clips. I put plenty of clips up now. We've been behind, but we moving now. I got one of my developers. He doing some stuff for us. I mean, we've been working lately. I need you to follow me on all those social media platforms. I put out prayers. I put out all types of things. I give away things all the time. You might want to follow me. You just don't know what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm posting this one on Facebook. I will, and I'm gonna actually post it on YouTube as well. I'm trying to keep them concise, and I went too long on this one. I was trying to keep it to 30 minutes, but that never works anyway. But I thank you guys. Listen, again, y'all go follow me on Facebook, please. If you're gonna follow me, please follow me. Yes, before I get off, do me a favor. Y'all hit share one more time and share this out so some people can get the notification and watch the replays. Periscope are doing some new things. They got some super hard thing or something else they got out now that you can actually do. So follow me on YouTube at Pastor D. Lewis. I'm the best. You are the best. Thank you for saying that. It's Pastor D. Lewis on YouTube. Pastor D. Lewis on Instagram. Pastor D. Lewis on Twitter. I got over 1,000 something followers on YouTube. I only been on it like 8 months, but I need to get it to 10,000. I need your help. If you share these things out, people start watching. I'm going to do Facebook probably tonight or tomorrow so you guys can get on the Facebook with me. I'm trying to just help take this stuff to the world, people of God, and with your help, you can do it. So if you ever want to sow into our ministry, it's www.pastordlewis.com. I want to say this to some of you is this: if you sow something or if you sign up for something, they're not refunds that are given out, people of God. It's a free will thing. If you sign up for a webinar that I'm doing tomorrow, if you can't come, that's not my issue. It's not refundable, okay? We still send the information out to you. Email, it's recorded, that type of thing. But let's do things in integrity, people of God, because I'm a man of integrity as well. So I want my followers to have that same type of integrity. I love you, Periscope. I'm out of time, but I am definitely not out of word. If you're ever in my area, come see me. Next month, I will be preaching the closing night of the Convocation, people of God, in New Orleans, Louisiana with Bishop Blakes. Come out and hear me. You're going to be blessed that you did. I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all be blessed.